First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Montgomery on the counter. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Fields. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with White on the counter. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Denico Autry forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Green on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Then with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the option going right. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Green. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Green. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Green toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. Here's White. They set up the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Green now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick here is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And some room to maneuver. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Fields going to hold on to it. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fields going to keep it once more. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw, Fields. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here's Green off the play fake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
First down, here's White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a 1st down in that situation?
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the slot man goes in motion left. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. Montgomery back to the ground, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. Shreds him with a stiff arm. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Read option. This is White. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. To run again here with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try and run the option. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go on 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Buccaneers, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.